All right. My name is Terry Allen. I'm the Health Commissioner for the Cuyahoga County Board of Health. I think that the summit today was an excellent opportunity to really bring together three sectors that don't often interact. Government, public health related agencies, nonprofits, and businesses in Northeast Ohio. We often work only within a county and within our lanes of government, of nonprofits or businesses, and never do these groups sort of cross. I think we now have done two things. We've begun to expand the conversation on a regional basis, and we're also now looking at cross-sector opportunities to share resources in an event of an emergency. I think one of the biggest things that came out of the summit was the clear commitment. Folks there to the very end of the summit to voice their commitments to the process. We have a vehicle now through a regional group that the business community has established, Northern Ohio First. It's a vehicle now to bring together those three sectors, and we have a commitment to do a regional cross-sector tabletop exercise by this fall, which I think gives us some real traction. We have a lot of planning that we can do in the interim, and I think that that will provide the momentum we need to really help provide the community the response that it needs across all those sectors.
Okay, I'm Kathy Cole. I work for the Sherwin-Williams Company in Cleveland, Ohio, and I've been involved in the bringing this summit to Northeast Ohio since the beginning. I was first approached by one of the leaders a long time ago, actually, and found that it was something that I was interested in, that my boss supported wholeheartedly, as involvement in the community is something that the company is very puts a lot of value on. I think for this summit, one of the things that I've learned today is that the three sectors that are involved, not everybody understands how each of those sectors interact.
I'm Mendel Singer. I'm a professor of public health at the Case Western Reserve University School of Medicine and director of the Jewish Community Health Initiative. The program here has been wonderful, and what I see from it is not just the application to preparedness. It's really talking about how to do things on anything on a very large scale that cuts across different sectors of the community. And there's many projects that, as a country, that we're going to need to address in that way. So I'm also looking at this in applications to fighting obesity, for example. And I believe the same methods are going to work, but they've been developed out of a preparedness perspective, and I think it sounds great. It's very motivating, and it gives a new way of looking at things and how we work with other people. And it's going to certainly change the way I'm going to be thinking about problems from now forward. So I'm very appreciative of the opportunity to attend the program.
Hi, I'm Beth Gatlin from the Center for Health Affairs. I'm the Regional Hospital Coordinator. I administer the ASPR grant, which is a preparedness grant for 28 hospitals in the Northeast Ohio region. And one of the reasons that this Meta Leadership Summit is so important to our hospitals in our region is that we kind of have a disconnect between our EMA and some of our functioning response agencies, and we'd like to become closer. We'd like to learn how to plan together, learn how to respond together, and I think this Leadership Summit has just started the ball rolling for us. It's been wonderful. One of the things that I've taken away already from this summit is the difference between the authority that I have in my position versus the influence that I really have in my position. My authority is very small, but my influence is very large. So hopefully I can help the hospitals and help the community get together and continue to work together even after the summit is over. So I'm really looking forward to this afternoon and what I can learn.
Hi, I'm Michael Goin from the Cleveland Federal Executive Board. And today I'm attending the Meta Leadership Summit, and this is probably the best opportunity for our agencies to come together and really collaborate across lines. We really get an opportunity to meet others from other sectors, the public sector, the private sector, for profit. It's a great opportunity to meet people that you might work with in the future. So Meta Leadership is probably the best way to go, and I plan on taking this concept back to the federal government, back to my constituents, and really look for an opportunity to really spread this across, because I think it's a great way to work and collaborate.
One of the things that I've learned today is that everyone sitting at the table doesn't understand how we all interact with each other. the person sitting next to me couldn't understand why a corporation would be involved in this summit. And as I talked to him about what Sherwin-Williams could offer in an emergency event, then he began to realize how important it is that we all work together and how we learn from each other and how we connect. And those, I think the instructor is very good at bringing that out in the program as to the multi-dimension, not just of the three sectors working together, but also the multi-dimension part of being a leader. And that's from a personal standpoint, that piece of it is something that I can take home with me, that I can use in my place of employment, that I can also use in my volunteer activities and in other areas, as well as within my family. So I think there's a lot to be gained from this summit, from the community level down to the personal level.
Hello, I'm Frank Benkalowitz. I'm Senior Vice President and Director of Corporate Incident Response for KeyBank's operations here in the United States. I'm also Chair of a public-private partnership, Northern Ohio First. I was on the host committee for this Metal Leadership Summit and very pleased to see the wide attendance, diverse attendance, and the attention that Barry commands of the audience. The summit, I think, is quite a value add to the business community and others at large because it helps us to identify everyone's roles, responsibilities, helps us define mutual expectations, support needs, and how we might relate to each other in doing pre-planning, as well as how we might relate to each other in a response. I think this helps us all become more effective in our preparedness planning and our capabilities, and contributes to our overall resiliency of our organizations and the community at large. Well done. Thank you.
I'm Karen Seidman. I work with the Cuyahoga County Board of Health. During H1N1, we worked extensively with local businesses providing vaccine. We found that we could help them and they could help us by getting out information into the community to their employees. So Meta Leadership is building on that. We've used some of the contacts that we made during H1N1 to invite people to join us at Meta Leadership and hope that we can continue these relationships in the future.
My name is Linda Delmonico, and I'm the Emergency Services Director of the Greater Cleveland American Red Cross. And I'm very excited about the Meta Leadership Summit Conference today. I think it has a tremendous value for a whole variety of partners working collaboratively throughout Northern Ohio to meet the needs of disaster victims. The networking, the information sharing, and the planning today that we will learn and practice together will only serve to enhance our relationships and ultimately improve our service delivery when a major disaster occurs.